Hi, my name is Brian Lawson. My project was to build an iPhone app to access the Loopd events database website. What we're looking at is the current the old database. This is one that was put together last year that has not been updated in quite a while. I added this one event just so I'd have something to demonstrate for you. This is the interface that my app was to replicate, showing a list of the events. When you click on an app, it takes you to a detail page, gives you more information about that event, showing you a map of the location where the events to take place, dates, times, all that good stuff. This is the database as it exists today. The front page is nothing more than a boilerplate from WordPress. It does have a place to post events that's not hooked up to anything, which I don't even have access to. There is no actual database for it. I created one for them, implemented it, put some data into it, but the interface is not talking to it yet. Here is the events list. Again, without it actually being hooked up to the database, there's not much to look at. Here is the app as I've gotten it done so far. I statically generate a set of test data, some events to demonstrate with. I was able to create the user interface, keep the colors, get all the color matching, get the UI customized to match the Loopd color scheme. It does take you to the detail pages and shows you a nice map for events that it knows about. When you click on the pin, it pulls up the location marker, gives you additional information. But that's all that it can do right now. Without an actual database to go to, there's not much more that can be done at this point. The program was originally supposed to have a search bar so that you could filter the events. You could look for events of a certain type, such as sporting events or parties or whatever from the different categories of events that they decided to come up with. Without an API to talk to, there's no way to implement that. Getting the basic list and detail views working was, of course, the number one priority with the access to the database. Without the API, I could not do that. It was supposed to have some functionality to add events to a calendar. Again, the API being the more important part of the program. That was where I spent my time trying to get things going, and unfortunately, I wasn't given enough access to the server that the database runs on to do more than just create a database. Another piece of functionality was that we were supposed to get it ready for submission to the Apple Store. That required a developer's license that they were supposed to provide for me and never did. So we couldn't even test the program on running hardware. I was not able to do that. I couldn't distribute it to anybody for additional testing. Basically, my partners kind of let me down. I did learn a lot from it. Learning how to customize the user interface was an interesting exercise. Getting the colors to match and getting away from Apple's standard color interface. Learning how to create a map, do a lookup on an address, provide the PIN. All of that stuff was all brand new to me, things I had never done before. That's really all I've got. I hope to continue working with them if they ever get me a functioning API, but so far it's not looking good. That's all I've got.